You are.
I am.
I'm just hanging out with you and having fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so happy to be cooking, I have to say. It's my happy place.
It is a happy place.
It's been a happy place for almost a year now.
I know.
Can you believe it? I don't know what was the first day we were on, but it was March.
It's just become a part of life now, Debrianna.
I know. Now I look at things and I'm like, should I make that on the show?
I know. Or wait, we've already made that on the show. Wait.
Yeah. We're not going to have that. I already made it. Oh my God. Well, I am still trying to cook things left from our photo shoot.
We bought a lot of food.
There was a lot. So, but that's okay. It's feeding us for a little while, which is great. I mean, God knows we've bought a lot over the last year.
Yes. And once again, thanks to everybody who donated to our GoFundMe. You will be in the book. Guess what? You've got your own special page with all the others, and we love you. So thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, we're collecting. We're doing the special thanks and all that stuff now. And Wednesday we get to take our publicity photos.
I know. Drinking water until then.
Oh yeah, right. Oh my God. And oh my God, I didn't talk about this the other day. My phone is possessed by the devil.
Uh-oh.
And I was having so much trouble getting it to work properly that, long story short, I took it to a repair place who said they couldn't fix it either, but so we're going to have to factory reset it and see if that fixes it. Do you know how many times I asked, are my photos safe? Are my photos safe? And they said, yes, your phone backed up at midnight. And for some reason, it backed up until March 2019. So I have been on a mission to try and recover my photos. And today I took it someplace and they were able to recover. Don't ask me what this is. They got 67 photos back, but not the rest. How does that even happen? Like, why were 67 photos somewhere and not the rest?
The cloud, Debrianna. It's all about the cloud.
I'm like, what? How is that? No one can answer why my phone is doing this. Anyone have an answer out there?
I'm sorry. I'm just providing empathy. I'm really sorry about that.
I know.
But we're gonna figure out the food photos for the book, so don't worry. We're gonna figure it out. Debrianna has to recreate her food.
At least we know I'm capable of recreating food.
Hopefully that won't be the case, and we can.
I can cook.
Anyone can cook. I just wanted to say Happy International Women's Day.
Yes, and happy birthday to my sister who is looking down on us from heaven.
Oh, happy birthday to Lisa.
Yeah. Yep. So I am making stuff left from the leftover salmon. We have a smoked sockeye salmon. Yes. And so I decided that I would make an Alfredo sauce with the salmon and put that on pasta. Okay. So I'm thinking, you add vodka to that. What if I do a lemon vodka? Okay. So don't tell Absolute Vodka this story, but do you know how easy it is to infuse vodka with lemon?
Easy.
Super easy. It takes an hour.
Well, we just did it with bourbon. We're telling people the secrets of alcohol.
I put lemon peel in my vodka and I left it for an hour, and I have the most amazing lemon infused vodka. There you go. We will be using that. We will also be using Lemon Heaven, Holly salt.
Lemon Heaven.
Lemon Heaven's going in. Yes, so we're doing lemon and mushroom. that's what because I had leftover mushrooms.
This is going to be so yummy. I love Alfredo. I love smoked salmon.
Yeah.
What can go wrong? Nothing.
Not a darn thing. So I am going to use about a half a stick of butter. Actually, okay, Peggy, I'll use exactly a half a stick just for you. What is someone saying? Would be recreating a photo like having a series rerun? No.
No, we already do the series reruns with what we've already shot because you can get anything on YouTube from any of our shows. If you go to putting Corona Kitchen in the search on YouTube, if you don't know this, everybody, we do have a YouTube channel. And right now it goes live on YouTube if you don't have Facebook. So that's always there for reruns whenever you'd like it. But yes, it could be reruns of making the photo, but I think it's going to work out. I think we can restore the ones we do have or make them higher.
Okay, here's the good news. Okay, Kelly, out there, Kelly, it's your birthday. Happy birthday too. My friend Kelly was talking to me the night before, and she goes, you know, you can save all your photos on Amazon Prime for free if you're an Amazon Prime member. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So I go on Amazon Prime, I open it up, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it when I get my phone back, because this is like, I have 1,500 photos. I don't feel like, it asked me if I wanted to put it in an album, and I'm like, oh, I can't do that. But I did take all the photos from our photo shoot off my phone before I took my phone. So those photos are saved.
Good.
So that's my saga. Okay, so what I did was I have a half a stick of butter. I'm putting 1 tablespoon of that half a stick in my hot pan. And my husband is not here, so you're not seeing it because he's the one who operates the camera.
So you're doing a DIY is what you're saying.
Right. And I have 1 large shallot. Oh, he came. He just showed.
I got to finish an email.
Okay, he's finishing an email. Okay, so I have 1 sliced large shallot and 3 cloves of garlic.
Okay.
Put that in here.
Okay.
And I'm going to saute those a little bit first. And I'm going to add also to that 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
You and I are the same. We always mix olive oil and butter.
Yeah, because I am just doing that. That's what I'm doing.
I'm having a fake mojito with you.
Are you? Awesome.
Fake
I have to say that last cocktail we made was really good. That boozy chai.
Okay, that was delicious. And I will have that again.
Yes, with the coconut milk. It was really, really good.
So someone's asking about Kerrygold butter for baking. Hello, where you been? I talk about the Kerrygold every show. It's like
they should
the
best. They
yes,
should be
absolutely.
sponsoring us by now.
High fat content. You want the high fat butter when you're baking, when you're doing things like what Debrianna is doing right now. And there's some other ones too. Plugra.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Oh, Le Président, the French one.
I love shopping the butter. I have to say. It's so fun to shop, you know, to look at
butter. Fun with butter.
Love butter.
Love butter. I love butter. Love it.
I love butter. Okay, so I'm just making these shallots translucent. I don't want to really brown anything. So now I'm going to add the mushrooms. I have about 2 cups. There actually might be more than 2 cups here because I'm trying to use up the mushrooms.
I already used mine up in my shish kebab.
They have to be used today. They're not going to last much longer. So whatever I had is what's going in. You know, it's not baking. So in some ways, you don't need to be so precious about it. Well, if you don't have quite 2 cups and you have a half a cup, just whatever.
We always say this, baking is serious chemistry. You have to be exact. And, you know, you may experiment and come up with new things or something. And that's like being a mad scientist. But in regular cooking, it really is forgiving to not have to be so crazy with the measurements sometimes.
Oh, this lemon salt is so lemony. I love it.
It's lemon heaven.
It's lemon heaven.
Lemon heaven.
It's really good. So I'm just gonna sort of wilt these. You know, they're gonna release their water, basically, is what mushrooms do after they get to a certain temperature. And then I will continue on my journey.
Oh, yay. Now we get to see it. Lemons are like little sponges. They soak up whatever you put with them, and then that's the flavor they take on and their little sponginess.
Yeah. Okay, so the reason I'm going to be making a roux, and I'm using half and half because I don't have heavy cream. I have half and half. So I'm going to thicken it with a roux. And I'm going to use 5 ounces-ish of salmon. Or 4, because I'm splitting this with you. You're getting your other half.
Oh, I get the rest. I'm putting that on my new bagels that I just got.
Oh, yeah, it's really nice salmon. Okay, so you can see them starting to release their water, their liquid. And they're just getting toasty.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to make this a roux. A roux.
Does everybody know what a roux is? It's a.
Let's see.
Let's see if let's do a little quiz. Let's do a little quiz.
And I'm going to actually use an egg yolk in it too. So you can do a roux just with flour and cream or milk. And that you can thicken that way. I'm going to use half and half and an egg yolk.
The classic roux is butter, salt and pepper, heavy cream, maybe a little splash of wine, and then slowly whisking in flour to make a cream sauce. And basically what Debrianna is doing is she's making the Alfredo sauce with mushrooms.
I decided to take the mushrooms out of the pan because it's going to be easier.
They can overcook really easily, too.
Well, that, and I really want to be able to whisk the flour and the milk together.
Yeah, you got to be able to whisk it.
This is the rest of the butter, the rest of my half a stick, and I'm melting it. And I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit.
And you're getting all the good stuff from the pan.
Yeah, I'm pulling up all that nice stuck mushroom on the bottom.
Stuck mushroom. It's what's for dinner.
That's what we're having, stuck mushroom. Now, this dish also, if you don't have salmon, it is equally as good with chicken. If you have leftover chicken or shrimp or just vegetable, you can use mushrooms and peas. That's also a really nice combination. So, all right, so that butter's melted. Here is my flour. So I'm going to whisk in the flour into the butter. And it's going to make kind of like a paste. And I'm just going to cook it for a couple of minutes. I don't really want to brown it. I just want to take that raw flour taste off the edge. So you're just cooking it a tiny bit. Just a couple minutes. And I'm pulling up with my whisk all of that lovely mushroom.
Yum. Okay, somebody's saying traditional roux has white wine in it. Well, I always put white wine in it.
Well, this is not traditional. I'm using my lemon vodka in case you weren't here at the beginning.
You know, all of those flavors are winning combinations with what you're making.
I understand too. You can also heat the milk ahead of time and put in a bay leaf and simmer it with bay leaf and your spices ahead of time too. There's lots of ways to do it.
I see what you're doing too with the vodka, because if anyone saw the Rose vodka sauce episode, this is, for sauce and with pasta, it just is a wonderful flavor to add,
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing, and that vodka is traditionally also a perfect salmon complement,
Yes, it is. It really is. So now I'm mixing in the half and half, and I have a cup and a half.
Yummy. Why do I always watch you cook when I don't have anything planned for dinner?
That's not my fault, honey.
This is my downfall.
Oh, God.
Don't you have bagels? You have bagels, right?
Yeah, but I don't have the smoked salmon. You got it. No, we're going to do something else. I'm probably going to make You're making me want to make pasta right now, actually.
Oh, yay.
Pasta, I don't know what.
Okay, so now I want to take a little bit of this out. The hot liquid, like just about that much. And I want to mix it in with my egg, and this is called tempering the egg. So you just want to do it gently and not scramble the egg. There's an egg yolk in my little, see it?
Why do we do this, people? Remember when I did it in the episode about the souffle? The same thing. And the we did it when we were doing custard.
Yeah, that's right.
Otherwise, you get scrambled egg.
That's right. No, thank you.
No, grazie.
No. So I'm going to let this heat for a little bit and sort of thicken up. Now, the thing is, if you want it to be thicker, then you add a little more flour. If you want it to be thinner, you can add a little more milk or cream or half and half, whatever you're using. So there's a little room, wiggle room.
Personal taste.
Yep. Okay. Yum. Now I need salt. I'm going to be a little judicious with the salt because that's what I am doing. And this is lemon salt. It's so good. And I'm adding a teaspoon of lemon zest.
Delicious.
Salt. And I want to add about a teaspoon of cracked pepper. I have white pepper. I prefer that. Well, actually, I don't want to lie. This is a mix of pepper, of black and white pepper. And now I'm going to add my vodka. Oh,
here it comes.
Oh, it's so good.
Special sauce.
Yeah. And I'm just adding it little by little. So this was the vodka I infused with lemon peel. And I just put lemon peel in the vodka and I let it sit for about an hour. And then I drained it. And it's unbelievable. It smells so good.
Yeah, it really smells good.
Okay, kids.
Look at that.
Yum. Oh, God, that looks good. This
Okay.
is the year for experimenting with infusions. I mean, we've all been making hand sanitizer for a year. I've been adding my own stuff to that.
Yup. Now the mushrooms are going back in.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to, oops, I probably should have added that egg first, but oh well, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do it really carefully, that egg yolk. Just little by little, because you don't want the egg yolk to cook like a scrambled egg.
There could be there's an entire science behind just egg and dairy products and cooking that is so vast.
Yep.
It's amazing what you can do.
Okay, so that should be lovely. Oh, look at that salt.
Okay.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That doesn't suck. Yum.
Good. All right, now I want to make sure. Now I'm going to add this Parmesan cheese, about a half a cup.
You're torturing.
I know. Sorry.
Totally drooling right now.
I turned the heat down low, just so you know.
Oh my God, that looks great.
Yeah. And then I'm going to add the salmon in. But I need to chop it up a little bit.
And you put the salmon in last because
it doesn't really need it. This doesn't need to cook. The salmon, it's just smoked. So
because it's cured. It's cured,
Yeah.
and it gets weird if you cook it. You know,
Yeah.
Overcook it.
yeah. So I'm just adding.
Look at that. Look
And now
at that.
that's gonna go on my pasta.
Wow.
So now I'm going to taste it after I add the cheese and the salmon for salt and pepper. You can add red pepper flakes if you're like us.
We love our red pepper flakes.
There are people panicking about cheese and fish, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Whatever. Get over it.
It's smoked salmon. This is what it's
Yep.
meant to be with like a creamy sauce.
Okay. Just like. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's delicious.
Of course it is. Bravo.
Okay. I'm going to turn the heat off because I got to cook the pasta. But there you go. That's the sauce right there, kids.
Oh my
That was
God.
fast. Look at that. I did that in 20 minutes.
Okay, listen, people, that's a winter sauce. Do you have like a romantic evening planned? You're done. You're good if you do that sauce.
A romantic evening.
See, it works.
Yeah. Would you make lobster mac and cheese the same way? Sure. I would. I mean, throw in the lobster, throw in the pasta. Delicious. If I used Parmesan cheese, you can use Asiago. You can, I think Parm works the best. But, with things that are already salty, like that kind of seafood, like the salmon and the lobster, just add the salt carefully along the way.
Taste
That's
it to make sure you don't over salt.
That's what your finger's for. Tasting. Delicious. Thank you, Holly, for my
HollyToneGrown.com.
Yeah, see, this is called like you're building and you're layering the flavor in. So I'd used lemon vodka, lemon peel, lemon salt. And that kind of builds that lemony flavor into the sauce.
With the salmon. What kind of pasta?
If you're gluten-free, just don't make a roux. You can use heavy cream and egg yolks, and you will still get a thick sauce.
What if you did like almond flour? Or could you do that? Or would that be weird?
I have no idea. I've never tried to make a roux with anything other than flour. It would be interesting to try, but you can make a thick, creamy sauce with heavy cream and egg yolks.
Right.
That's a way to do it. But I would be curious about
You're using
that.
like the principles of carbonara and Alfredo, and you're mixing them together.
Yeah. And it's delicious. I'm looking at it, and it's delicious.
What pasta are you making with that tonight?
I am going to use a gluten-free pasta. It's a red lentil and brown rice pasta. But I don't mind a linguine in that. Also, that's a delicious thing. But that's what I happen to have, so that's what we're gonna have.
Well, it looks beautiful. Fantastic.
Bravo. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everybody, and happy International Women's Day. And all you Wonder Women out there, keep up the good work. And let's stand by each other in solidarity, all women.
Yes. And I'm sure we will have things for you to do, like make sure you call your senators and make sure HR 1 passes. But there's nothing on the agenda right at the moment. Isn't that nice? We can take a breath.
Thanks for watching, everybody. And
happy birthday, Kelly.
Probably going to have, this week's going to be weird because we have the photo shoot on Wednesday, but we'll be seeing you again.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. I am so appreciative of everyone who contributed and helped to make our cookbook possible. Can you believe it? You can buy our book on Barnes & Noble.
Amazon, bookshop.com. We made our goal. All thanks to you all. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.